Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, as the case may be. As you can see from my autumn training programme, my physique is developing, as it should be. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to show you my next phase of training, which is my winter programme. Okay, so it's going to go from December to February. This particular program is my A program, and there's some variations in it which I will explain to you. I will give you the first exercise, which is going to be in the program, as there's alternatives. There's two alternatives. So alternative 1 would be in the first 6 weeks, alternative 2 would be in the second 6 weeks. So that's what we're going to look at. Safety in the exercises is paramount. You need to be safe to get strong, okay? And I've set the bar up here, and ideally, if you're training in a gym, you would be doing this in a power rack or a half rack, and you would set the bar so as what you're doing, we're actually doing a controversial exercise here, but when I was doing my Olympic lifting, this is how we used to do press behind the neck with a lot of weight, okay? No shoulder issues because of how low it does go, or better still, how low it doesn't go. If you go below your ear level, that's when you get injured. What we're looking at here is, these are the important things, the weights that we use. Every session, when I come to this training session, I either want to go up by these little babies, which are 1/4 kilos, or the 1/2 kilos. As you know from Eddie Hall's deadlift record, which is 500 kilos, half 4 broke it only by 1 kilo. And that's how you get the records, with the 1/2 kilos and the 1/4 kilos. They let you increase that bar every time you come to it, okay? So, all I'm going to do today is run you through the exercises, okay? So, number 1 exercise, which is going to be done in the first 6 weeks, is press behind neck, okay? From the rack. No support in the back. We don't want that. So, here we go. So we take our middle finger and put it on the ring that is on the bar, like so. We sit down and we get into position. So we're like so. So we're in a good strong position. Tense the body, okay, and then push up. Okay, so we can do 10 reps. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so they're partial presses from the rack behind the neck. They're done in your first 6 weeks. Okay, now we're going to get really strong in the pressing movement, but another way we could do it is we do the press in front. Same setup. So all I'm going to do, this would be your next 6 week block would start with the front press. And what we do, middle finger, and we come to it like this time. So we're facing the bar because I've set it up at the right height. Tense the body and away we go. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so that's how we don't get shoulder injuries, and we use big weights by using partial pressing in either a power rack or a half rack. Yeah, you can do it with squat stands as I'm doing it, which years ago we actually did do it with the squat stands, but the power rack or the half rack is much safer. So if you have access to them, use them. So exercise 1, behind the neck, the first 6 weeks of the winter training. As we get stronger, the second 6 weeks we put it in to a front partial press. Now I've customised my bench here a little bit. I've added some more drill holes to do certain things. The next 2 exercises that we do are squats and full squats. So all I do, the bench is part of the safety process here. Process, I should say. And all I need to do is get this bar from here to here. What we do, drop that down for a minute. Come on. There we go. Walk it back, and I'm there. So in my gym, like I said, it's a small gym. It's 9 foot by 12 foot, and I need to be safe when I'm doing all my exercises, because normally I'm training alone. So the bench, when I get into the low position, if I can't come up, I can actually sit on the bench and get rid of the bar. I'm going to show you that bit of the exercise first. So you would normally set the bar at your squat level so you can get out of there. So we're going to come in and middle finger, or go where you're comfortable. I'll put my middle finger on the ring. Then I'll come under the bar, I'll take it out. Then I'll take a stance that is a little bit wider, because I want to go down and my knees want to follow where my feet are gone, or where my toes are gone. Okay, so they go out. I come down and I've got stuck here. I can't go up no more. I've gone to failure, so to speak. Now all I do, I'm sitting on the bench, and there we go. I've come back onto the uprights. Now I can walk away. and I can still go to failure. Okay? With the squat, we want 20 repetitions. And like I said, those little weights are going to let you add that little bit of weight each time you come back to that squat. Because the first exercise is where we want to get strong. As you recall from the other training, we really emphasised the arms. Now what we're doing is emphasising the shoulders in this program, okay, with the presses, okay. They're done for 3 sets of 10 repetitions each, okay. So on your first 6 weeks, press behind neck, 3 sets of 10. On your second week, it's front press, okay, on your second 6 weeks for 3 sets of 10. The squat and the pullover and front raise are done for 20 repetitions each. Now what I've done is I've shifted to make it so you've got a longer range of motion. So I'm shifting to dumbbells. So we put our dumbbells, we get our dumbbells, and we're in an inclined position, like so. And as you can see, they're going below my body this time. So our starting position is further. So we're getting more mobile in the shoulders. And up they come. Okay, and then we're going to pull them over and let them go back down. And we're going to do 20 reps of each movement. Now, all we're going to do, we need to put the dumbbells in a safe place to start with. Okay, and then we need to pick them up, and we need to do this without rest. Okay, so exercise 1, exercise 2A, exercise 2B. Okay, so let's do this and show you it as we go. Get your finger on the ring or wherever's comfortable for you. Get a wide stance. Knees follow toes, so they're going out. So ready? Looking forward, keeping the chest high, engaging the middle section. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So, as you can see, I'm breathing heavy. That's exactly what I want to be doing. Quickly get into our inclined position, and then we're going to go from here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So, this is the mad thing about exercise 2B, 2A and 2B. We only do one set there. The squat is the important part of the exercise as far as weight's concerned. You will put on there the smallest weight that you've got. Mine are 1/4 kilo increases each time, or 1/2 kilos, or I can do a combination of, I can do 3/4, I can do 1 kilo, I can do 1 1/4 kilos, and then move up to the regular plates that I use. As you can see, I'm breathing like a steam train here. Yeah. On the pullovers, you don't need to increase it when it's combined with a squat. What we're trying to do is actually get ourselves breathing heavy. Yeah. Okay. So exercise 1 is in your first 6 weeks, rear press from the rack. In your second 6 weeks, it is front press from the racks. Throughout the whole 12 weeks, these 2 exercises stay the same. Exercise 2A and 2B stay the same. Okay, let's just move this out of the way. Now what we're going to do, we've got some stirrup handles here attached to the lat machine, and you can see by 2 separate chains, and I've actually got a longer chain because when we're doing angled, we can do it seated on the floor or seated on the bench. They give you, when you're on the bench, we're going to say we've got an angle like so, but when we're on the floor, the angle changes slightly. So a good little variation here. Okay, so what we're going to do with this one, we go palms down to start with. I've showed you this before. Okay, and all we're going to do, there we go. The weight is pulling us up, our palms are facing the floor. As we pull in, we pull the elbows back. Lead with the elbows. Okay, and we're going to come upright. Okay. The next point of the exercise is as we're pulling, we rotate so as our palms are facing up when they're close to us. Now we're getting a really good contraction in the lats. So out we go, and it stretches us. In we come, and contraction. Okay? You are going to feel this low in your back, but what you've got to remember is where the lats occupy. Okay? So we're trying to get the lower lats with this. Okay? And also the mid back. So right, how many sets do we do here? We do 3 sets of 10. So let's have a look at what our performance would be. Okay. We're going to go bang and keep looking at the stack. Don't look up. Keep everything in line. So when we're starting, our arms are actually touching our ears. Now we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, so when we're doing the pull to the chest, it's in the first 6 weeks of the exercise program. Remember, it's 12 weeks, okay? So we've got 6 weeks on the high pulley, and then if we just adjust that a little bit, and what I've done here is converted my old lat machine into a double sort of thing. So we've got the high pulley and the low pulley. Okay? And all we need to do is clip this to our low pulley. And change the setup a little bit so as we get a good stretch on the low pulley. Okay, that's the good thing about having a chain. You can adjust it to where you need it. Okay, so we're on the low pulley, and again what we're going to do is we're going to take a seat and we're going to let it pull us forward. Okay, and from there our palms are facing down, and then as we pull, we're going to pull back. Let it bring you over and let it bring you back. So palms are staying facing each other. We're rounding the back. As we come up, we're contracting and pushing the chest out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, let's run through the exercises again. So the first 6 weeks is partial rear press on from the rack. Okay, if you can do it in a power rack, that's okay. If you can do it in a half rack, that's okay. 3 sets of 10 repetitions. Okay, the squat and the pullover are done for 1 set of 20 repetitions each. The trick to this little baby is getting the smallest plates that you can. Okay, and then we follow that up with the high pulley pull down to chest. That's your first 6 weeks of the program. Your second 6 weeks of the program are high pulley, 3 sets of 12. Okay? Now, we're going to be getting stronger in the shoulders and arms here. So, our second 6 weeks of this particular phase, we move to front press from the rack. And we've got to remember, set it up at about nose level, okay, when you're looking into a mirror or you're seeing the bar in front of you, okay, and then we're good to go. So, partial, seated, front press, 3 sets of 10 for weeks 7 to 12, okay. Same deal with the squats and the pullover. Okay, 1 set apiece. No increasing on the dumbbells. It's all on the barbell and the squats where we want the weight. Our last exercise is the seated, angled, low pulley row to the stomach. Palms stay facing each other throughout, and anytime we're using the lat pull down machine, lead with your elbows, don't pull with your arms, okay? So your arms are connected to the handles, but they're just pulling through, and you're leading with the elbows. Do that, and I promise you guys, as you can see, my physique is looking a little bit better nowadays, and this is my next phase of training. If you like this particular style of training, minimal training with maximum muscle development, then you're going to enjoy this program. So what I'll do, bid you good night and take care.